Hey, all, Pastor Emil here with the midweek sermon recap. I sure hope you were able to join us on Sunday as we continued through the series, A Man of His Word, and we looked at trials, tribulation, and triumph. If you didn't, you can catch it on Facebook and YouTube. Go back and watch it now. Or hopefully this is a little teaser to encourage you to do that, give you a few helpful nuggets from what we talked about. Jesus has promised all kinds of things, and most of the time when we talk about those promises, we're thinking about the positives. But this particular message was about the promises that Jesus has made that we are going to be hated. People are going to hate us. Our lives are going to be more difficult. There will be trials and tribulation because we identify with Jesus Christ, because we follow Jesus Christ in faith. He says that the world hated him, and so it's going to hate us. The world challenged him, persecuted him, nailed him to a cross. It's going to do the same thing to us. They're going to persecute us. They're going to hate us. They're going to come after us. They're going to try and make our lives as difficult as possible. And sometimes they may not even realize what they're doing. That's not something that's a great selling point. We talked about that a little bit on Sunday too. If you're exploring the Christian faith, that's not the first thing you want to hear. Hey, people are going to hate your guts if you do this, right? But I think we need to be open and honest about it. Just because you come to Jesus, because you come into faith in Jesus, and yes, Jesus does solve an awful lot of problems for us. He provides tremendous blessings for us, but those old problems are replaced with some different ones, some new ones. Certainly it's worth it to follow Jesus. The forgiveness, the eternal life, the resurrection victory that we get to share with Jesus when we follow Jesus in faith, when we believe in Jesus and trust in Jesus. But there is also this: the world will hate us. The world will persecute us. But Jesus also promised something else that we talked about. Yes, the church, God's people, are oppressed and hated by many because of who we represent, because of what we represent. But Jesus says that the gates of hell will not prevail against us. The gates of hell will never prevail against us. The church wins. Jesus says in John 16:33, "In this world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome the world." So, the church is going to win. God's people are going to win. The devil doesn't win. The persecutors don't win. Those that hate us don't win. Jesus has won, and we will win with him, no matter what comes our way, no matter what happens. But remember, we also talked about how the gates of hell will not prevail against us. That's an offensive image. We're storming the gates of hell in that image. And so I think that that's an encouragement for us to be bold, to go out in faith and to do battle against the forces of darkness in this world. No matter what we may be worried about with churches and institutions and our own personal lives, we need to move forward in faith, storming the gates of hell, bringing light into the darkness, bringing life into sin and death. Jesus has promised that we win in the end no matter what happens. And we know that we can trust Jesus. We know he is a man of his word because he said he would rise from the dead, and he did. So, brothers and sisters, take heart. If you're hated, if life is more complicated because you're trying to follow Jesus, you're in good company. But never forget that you don't lose. You're on the winning side. Even if we don't see that victory in its fullness this side of eternity, we no doubt will one day, and it will be worth it. God bless you. Hope to catch up with you real soon. Bye-bye.